Heidi ho YouTube, Major Cord here, and I figured it was time for an EDC update since I think the last one I did was in February. Well, no, I did a video containing a glimpse of my EDC for Falia Photography, but, this is going to be a good sit down and chat it out EDC update, and, it's almost 3 in the morning, so who knows where the conversation may lead, right? Actually, I'm pretty well rested because I took a nap from like 4 until 9 in the afternoon today because I was pretty beat when I got home from school. But that's beside the point. So, a lot of things in my EDC, if you've followed my channel for any length of time, you'll know that they really don't change. So we're just going to get that out of the way right now. The pink cloth, the cell phone, the comb and the wallet, these are the same. Front left pocket, front right pocket. You've seen them probably, 4, 5, 6 times. They're the same. They're going to be the same for a while. So, there you go. What else? In my back left pocket, I still have that County Com First Aid Kit, which has been sat on and sweated on and farted on and, But hey, it works. I don't even know what the bag's made of. Mylar or something like that. It's held up pretty well. This area up here is torn a bit, but the seal still holds. It is airtight still, despite the fact that it's been creased and folded and, otherwise destroyed. But, yeah, just some Band-Aids and some alcohol swabs in there. Just enough to handle some minor cuts. So, there's that. My right butt pocket I just keep essentially empty. I'll throw some cash in there. Just some loose cash. Right now I have cash from a cash... see, I can't talk. Cash from a check that I just cashed. Just because I don't bother putting it in my wallet if I'm just going to fold it up and stick it in a envelope later or spend it right away. Because the life of a college student basically means that you don't hold on to money for very long. So, let's see, what else? The watch I already showed you. That's the same Armatron that I've been wearing since August. I don't know the model. Yeah, I have no idea what model it is. However, it still continues to be looser because, my body mass continues to shrink. So now it sits, like 2 inches below my wrist bone and slants to the side. I do have to get some links taken out of this. I already had one or two taken out when I first got it at a jeweler's. And, you know what, I'm just going to leave this on because it feels weird not having it on. But at a jeweler's, and that was like $5. And the whole time he was bitching and moaning about how it's a cheap Chinese watch and all that. And actually, it's a good quality watch. I haven't had any problems with it. It's comfortable, it tells time, it tells the date. It's all I need a watch to do. So, that's that. I'll talk about this because I always forget to talk about this. Every EDC video I've made, essentially since I bought the damn thing, I have left it out and I forget to talk about it, and then I edit the video and I put it up and like, oh crap, I should have mentioned the pepper spray. It's this Mace pepper spray, and I did a video on this when I got it. But this has been in my school bag, in the same pocket that I showed it in that video, which will probably be, up here or down there somewhere, because I like to shamelessly plug myself. Shamelessly plug, that sounds dirty. But, yeah, I carry it in the same pocket in the school bag, or, while I was on break over the winter, I actually carried it inside one of the pockets of my winter jacket. Now, since I do want to carry this over the summer, when I'm not at school or it's not winter, I'm going to have to find another way to carry it. Probably just in a cargo pocket of my shorts. But I'll have to figure out a way to do that. I'll have to work around it, because it's one of my complaints about this still, is that stuff can get in here and possibly push this trigger mechanism. I'm not comfortable with that. But my tape mod has held up pretty well. I obviously hadn't had to open it, so it should have held up well. But yeah, I am armed with mace essentially every day that I leave the house. every day that I go to school. So, and if I know I'm going somewhere decently far away from my house that isn't just into town, I will take this with me. I'll find some way to integrate it. But yeah, I have finally talked about this. I know for a fact I haven't forgotten it, so that's off my mind. There's the mace. If I ever end up going to Pennsylvania to visit some family, I'm going to have to look at Cabela's and see if I can get my hands on some Red Saber or just some other brand of pepper spray. Not that it'll work any better than mace, I just want to see if I can get a different design canister. Let's see. Keys. Has anything changed on this? I don't think so. But you have the car keys, the Victorinox Classic, which continues to get more scuffed and dirtier, and I still need to get replacement tweezers for this, because I do miss my tweezers. They're so handy. Yeah, there's the toothpick in there and tweezers, and I was sitting in my math class today, and for the stupidest shit in math class, it's a college-level math course, but it's for people who essentially, my theory is, slept through all of middle school. Because, it's the simplest stuff. Addition, subtraction, fractions. The other day we used the Pythagorean theorem for the first time. C squared equals a squared plus b squared. How to figure out the hypotenuse of a triangle and all that. And today, we cut out and taped together geometric shapes. It was like 3rd grade all over again. But, to take the damn things home and finish the homework, I just took out this because I had already taped them together and sliced off the tape. Just because I wasn't going to take out one of my larger blades, but I can't believe I'm paying money to take that course. Because, I understand everything that's being taught, and I'm essentially taking it so that I don't have to take calculus. Because it fulfills the same credit. But, yeah, there's the keys, also a Streamlight Nano on there, and Swiss Tech Utility, the same stuff that's always been on there, really, for the past couple months. Also, the Zebra F701. I'm not sure if I showed this in the last video, because I'm not sure I had purchased it by then. I might have. But, yes, this is a really delightfully wonderful pen. It writes like a dream. I think this one is starting to run out of ink, and I don't blame it, since I use it for a few classes, and I use it when I'm home, and I use it constantly, and this is the first ink cartridge it's had. But I have had a few problems with this pen. I still love it, it's just that I'm nitpicking about a $5 pen, essentially. The clip, I think I bent it out somehow, so it's a little less tight than it was. I just gotta take it off and bend it back. And the clicky mechanism, if you can hear this, it only does it sometimes. Oh, it's not going to do it now, is it? No. So you're sitting here listening to a pen click for 30 seconds. But sometimes this, it'll stick. And actually it's doing it now. Like this, it used to float freely within the mechanism. And now this button sticks. And it affects the clicking. It's not as smooth as it used to be. I don't know what's wrong with it, and quite frankly, I really don't care. But I might buy one of the, I think it's like the F403 or 402, something like that, and take the plastic mechanism out and replace it with the stainless steel mechanism. It's a pretty simple mod, I think. I don't know, I've never modded a pen. But, yeah, there's this. And it can be used as a Kubotan if you so desire it to be. Not that I'm a practitioner of such implements, but it is nice knowing that if I ever need it to be, it's there. And it's a, it's a solid pen. So, give someone a firm whack with this, they're going to feel it. And now on to the fun stuff that people probably care about, now that I've, rambled for 10 minutes about stupid shit. I have changed my flashlight recently. I was carrying the Olight i2 for about, 3 months? And I love it, it's a wonderful flashlight. But I wanted to try out something slightly larger And with a couple more features, the Olight has 3 modes: low, medium, and high, and it's a twisty light, which it's a nice UI. But sometimes I find myself preferring clicky switches, and I've always wanted a light with a strobe feature. So I was searching Amazon, and I came across the Terralux Lightstar 100. Come on, camera, focus. 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 Thank you. I think a lot of times Terralux is an underrated company. But from my experience thus far with this light, it's a wonderful light. You start off 1 click and you get 100 lumens. And then second click is 50. And your third click, you get a nice blinding strobe there. But to go cycle between the modes, and I'm not going to make this a review of this light or anything, but 1 hard click, and then you can just soft click through the modes, which is nice. So you don't have to make a nice loud click between that. And I think there's like a 3-second memory within it, so if I turn it off, turn it off and do that, and wait 3 or 4 seconds, it'll go back to the original mode. It's not going to cycle to the next mode. But it's wider than the Olight was, but I don't really feel it in the pocket. It has a deep carry pocket clip, which, rides the light essentially like this. And the bezel is, or not the bezel, the button is protected, so it doesn't activate accidentally. And the bezel, although it is one of the DNA catcher type tips, put it into someone and just take off a chunk of skin, it's not too sharp. So I mean, the edges are sharp, but it's smooth enough that in the pocket you don't feel it. And another nifty feature, which there you go, you can see, is that this light has, I think it's a convex lens, because it's not concave. Maybe it's concave and I'm thinking it's not convex. I don't know, it's almost 3 in the morning, cut me some slack. But this allows this light to have some fantastic throw. I can shine this thing all the way down my street and, light up stuff on the end. So, for such a small light, it's quite a performer. And I've been looking for a light essentially like this for quite some time. And for the price of $20, I found one. So I'm really happy about this. This goes in the same pocket that my lights have always gone, which is the left front pocket with my cell phone. And now on to the knives, because everybody here loves knives. They're sharp and they're shiny, and who doesn't like shiny things? Take a sip of water, because I ramble. To replace my Rough Rider Scout knife, which is a wonderful, fantastic, awesome knife, I've started carrying the Imperial Scout knife here. Not that anything was wrong with the Rough Rider, I just wanted to switch it up. And I thought that I'd just, use this as a collectible, but it's such a functioning, well-functioning knife. And I put mincing my words here. I put a functioning edge on it with the Lansky guided rod system that I recently bought. So this knife, whatever steel it uses, takes a really keen edge, and this is wearing now my preferred 20-degree bevel. And it's actually polished. I'm not sure how well it's going to pick up, but this is as polished an edge as the Lansky will put on it. So in some areas it's not, just because the hones have a tendency of skipping over some minute areas. But that actually is a mirror polished finish. There, you can see that. So this knife has a mirror polished edge and it is razor sharp now. So I figured, what the hell, I'll carry it. And it's been performing just as well as any other knife of its type will. And I think it's nice that I'm giving it some use again. So that has taken the place of my Rough Rider. And over the past couple months, there are 4 knives that have been rotating in and out of my pockets. I don't carry all 4 of these at once. I don't even carry 2 of them at once. I carry one. I don't need to carry, you know, several different knives. Of course, I say that, and I have, what, 1, 2, 3 knives on me at all times, but I don't have 4 large folders. Of course, one is the Kershaw Ram. This is probably my second favorite EDC knife at the moment, you know, behind my Spyderco Endura, which has found its way back into my pocket recently. So I guess 5 knives. But this is, you know, I've carried this maybe the last day and a half, so I'm not even going to talk about that. You know, there was this on and off since Christmas. But then I made a purchase from Lazy Lizard Gear, also known as Senior Jobin, you know, on YouTube here. And that was a pair of, well, not a pair of, but a Sanrenmu 710 and an Enlon BL04. And I have been carrying these quite a bit recently. Move this other crap over so you can see these. These have been the knives primarily in my pockets. The Sanrenmu more so than the Enlon, just because it's smaller and the places I've been going recently call for smaller knives. They're just, you know, it's more convenient to have a smaller, less noticeable knife. But these blades are wonderful. I'm in love with them, and for the price I paid, because he was having a factory second sale, I think I got this for $5, and the 701, or the 710, because apparently I'm dyslexic tonight, the 710 for $7. So for $12, I think 14 shipped, I got 2 fantastic knives. And these both run the HCR13 MOV steel, which I'm fine with. I like it. I actually started doing a bit of a test tonight, chopping up some cardboard to see if there's a difference between Kershaw's HCR and whatever HCR B is using, or Enlon. Just to see if it's heat treated differently, you know, how the edge retention is, stuff like that. So, these 2 knives, oop, dropped it there. These 2 knives are really fantastic. I essentially really have, you know, they've been pocket hogs over the past month. But these 2, and recently, of course, because there's just some oldies but goodies you can't help but go back to, the Spyderco Mannix. Over the past week, I've just, you know, I looked at it in my knife drawer, and I kind of got a little sad look on my face. It's like he was staring back at me. He was like, "Carry me, carry me." So I'm like, fine. And, you know, he's been carried recently. But, you know, it's a nice knife. It's a bit heavy, but you don't notice the weight. So, for this beefy of a knife, it's really a nice knife to carry for EDC. But it's been, over the past month, it's been between these 3 knives. This one the past week, and these 2 before that. So, before this video gets to be 20 minutes long, which it is fast approaching, I'll give you a view of probably the stuff you want to see, because no one gives 2 shits about my keys and all that. And, let's see. I'm just going to give you a short rundown of what's going to be coming on the channel soon, because, you know, why not? I already have your attention. The videos that you've been seeing recently were actually recorded some time ago, probably like 2 to 3 weeks ago, and I've just been slowly uploading them, because school has, you know, taken priority right now for me. So, that's how it's going to continue for probably the next couple weeks. I still have a bunch of videos backlogged that I'm going to continue to upload, and this will probably be one of the few new videos that you will see, just because I want to get it up here, and, you know, so you can see it. And there's going to be a couple contest entries going up, because the contests are going to close soon. But there's going to be this, couple contest entries, and a bunch of videos that are going to be interesting, but, you know, just know that they were recorded, you know, a couple weeks ago. So, thank you very much for watching. Sorry that this was a 20-minute video, and that it probably didn't make much sense, because it's now 3 in the morning. Wonderful. I should go to bed. Jesus Christ. Superstar. Oh my god, I'm singing. Holy shit, it's late. Okay, good night, YouTube.